Your goals are wrong. That sounds harsh, but if you're honest, you already know it. You've set the same goals year after year. Lose weight, make more money, finally get disciplined. And yet every December, you look back with the same frustration. Same goals, same you, same disappointment. Let me tell you straight, it's not because you're lazy. It's not because you lack motivation. It's because your goals have been broken from the start. And until you fix them, you'll stay stuck, no matter how hard you want it. Think about it. Most people set goals like, I want to lose 20 pounds, or I want to make $100,000, or I want to be happier. But here's the problem. They're vague, external, and unsustainable. Losing 20 pounds is meaningless if you gain it back. Earning $100,000 feels empty if you burn out. Getting there, wanting to be happier, isn't even measurable. That's why 92% of New Year's resolutions fail by February. It's not motivation that dies. It's clarity. When I finally faced this truth, it stung. For years I set big goals, thinking they were proof of my ambition. Perfect body, millionaire savings, perfect productivity schedule. I made vision boards plastered with dream cars and mansions. Guess what? Most of it sat there, untouched. Why? Because dreaming isn't designing. I'd been hypnotized by outcome-based goals, never focusing on process-based transformations. Here's how psychology explains it. The brain releases dopamine when you set a shiny new goal. That's why you feel a rush of excitement making resolutions in January. But unless the goal is linked to daily action with feedback loops, dopamine fades, you lose motivation. Then you beat yourself up, thinking you're weak. But it was never you, it was the way the goal was built. Wrong blueprint equals wrong building. So why are your goals wrong? First, because they're usually borrowed. You don't even pick them. Society picks them for you. You set money goals because Instagram flexes wealth. You set fitness goals because magazines shame your body. You set career goals because your parents wanted stability. These goals aren't yours. And when goals don't come from identity, motivation leaks out. Second, your goals are too big and too far. I'll be rich in 10 years. Great. But 10 years away means 10 minutes until you quit. Your brain needs near wins, near feedback. That's why Olympic athletes don't just say, I want gold. They say, today's run must shave. 2 seconds, it's specific, measurable, immediate. Wrong goals look epic on paper, but die in practice. Third, your goals usually conflict unconsciously. You say, I want to lose weight, but another hidden goal says, I want comfort food when stressed. Which wins? Comfort every time, because hidden emotional goals beat surface ones. That's why self-sabotage happens. The surface goal is polite. The hidden identity goal is primal. So what do successful people do differently? They set goals that transform identity, not just outcomes. They design systems instead of chasing trophies. They create alignment between inner values and outer actions. That's how goals stick. Let me walk you through it, using my own 12-month experiment, Fixing Goals. At the start of the year, instead of saying I want to lose 20 pounds, I reframed it. I am the type of person who never misses a workout. That's identity. Every day, my metric wasn't the scale. It was, did I keep that identity alive? Some days my body looked the same, but the identity stacked compounding trust. 9 months later, the body revealed itself without chasing numbers. That's the secret. You don't chase goals. You chase identity habits, and the goals chase you. Same in money. Instead of saying, I want $100,000, I changed it to, I am the type of person who never lets a day pass without investing in learning or building. Goal wasn't TA, one-time bank account. It was becoming the type of person who multiplies value daily. End of the year, income jumped. Not overnight, but inevitably. Another correction. I want to be happier. Broken goal. How do you measure happiness? You can't? Instead, I'm the type of person who journals 3 gratitudes every morning that I could measure daily. Happiness reprogrammed itself in the process. The framework that fixed my life is simple, but almost nobody applies it. 1. Shrink the spotlight. Don't ask, what massive result do I want? Ask, what daily identity do I want to live? 2. Set systems, not trophies. Instead of, I'll run a marathon, commit to, I never miss a training day. Systems beat goals because systems design the path. Trophies end when achieved, but systems last forever. Think of it like calculus. Outcome goals give you points on a curve. Systems redesign the slope of the curve. One gives you peaks, then valleys. One gives you endless upward compounding. Which do you want? Let's bring in some examples outside me. James Clear, in Atomic Habits, describes how the British cycling team was once terrible. They didn't set a goal of win Tour de France. They set systems goals: improve pillows for better sleep, redesign bike seats, practice hand washing to reduce illness. Each 1% step compounded until they dominated the Olympics. Goal didn't win them victories, systems did. Jeff Bezos didn't set, "I want to be the richest man." He set a process goal: build the most customer-obsessed company. Identity framed: we are Earth's most customer-centric business. That system created Amazon. Wealth followed, not because it was the target, but because identity and systems made it inevitable. Here's another reason your goals are wrong. They only focus on the finish line, but finish lines kill momentum. When people run marathons, they train daily. Race ends, training stops, weight comes back. Because goal achieved, system abandoned. Correct goals don't end. They anchor habits that carry forever. During my 365-day experiment, I also saw how clarity transforms motivation. Wrong goals: vague, broad, uninspiring. Correct goals: specific, vivid, behavioral. Example: wrong: I want to get better at writing. Fix: I write 500 words daily. No excuses. Wrong: I want to be healthier. Fix: I cook dinner at home 5 nights a week. Clarity is power. And finally, the deepest truth: goals must be emotional, not analytic. Logic sets goals. Emotion achieves them. You can rationalize, "I want to save money," but only when you feel the emotional why. Safety for family, freedom from stress, pride of independence. Does the goal become fuel? Olympians endure pain not because they want medals, but because they've emotionally anchored meaning behind them. Wrong goals float on surface. Right goals have roots in your gut. So let's fix yours, step by step. Grab one broken goal. Step 1, rewrite it as identity. Swap "I want to lose weight" for "I never identify as someone who skips training." Step 2, attach a system. Every morning, I track my meals. Step 3, create immediate feedback. Not, "I'll celebrate when I lose 30 pounds. Celebrate when you conquer today's system. Step 4, embed emotion. Don't say, "I want abs." Say, "I want to walk my daughter down the aisle with energy." Emotion drives adherence. Step 5, treat goals as infinite games. No deadlines of final glory. Instead, design identities that survive forever. At the end of a full year living fixed goals, my life actually looked different. Body transformed, finances improved, inner calm rose. Not because I hit random numbers, but because the way I saw myself upgraded. Identity shaped choices. Choices shaped environment. Environment shaped outcomes. Goals weren't posters anymore. They were compasses. And compasses don't expire, they guide. So listen, the reason your goals Haven T worked ISNT, because you re-weak, it's because they've been designed wrong. Goals built on outcomes collapse. Goals built on identity, systems, feedback, and emotion compel action until results become unavoidable. Your goals are wrong. Fix them, and your future shifts completely. Because the secret: success doesn't live in setting goals. Success lives in becoming the kind of person for whom the goal is inevitable. Set trophies, and you may win once. Set identities, and you never stop winning.